How's everybody doing today? This is Corey Lee's Boxing, and we are back with another banger. So please smash that like button, you guys, and subscribe. And yeah, man, we're gonna talk this boxing, man. Triple G versus Murata, man. Wow, what a hell of a fight this past weekend we watched, man. Um, I was there. I was watching it. I was up on shout out to Ringside Reporter and Beebs. Special shout out to Beebs. We was on there for about 2 hours, man. Batman Boxing, what's going on, my brother? How's everything going today, man? I hope everything's going good out there. Shout out to Batman Boxing, man. But yeah, man, we were me and Beebs were covering this the Triple G versus Murata fight. And it was awesome, man. It was awesome. It was a back and forth battle. I think Murata did well in spots. But I also thought, Triple G looked vulnerable in spots. I think that I really truly think, Batman Boxing says pretty good. Oh, no doubt, my brother. That's good, man. Shout out to Batman Boxing, man. No doubt. So yeah, Batman, how you feel about this Triple G Murata fight, man? So pretty much what I'm telling you guys is, Murata versus Triple G. Triple G was one of those type of guys coming into the fight. A lot of people thought that, he was, he could have won, he could have lost. It was kind of a 50-50 type of deal going in. I had people that, say for instance, Beeves, he picked Murata to win. I picked Triple G by knockout in the 9th round. Or no, I think it was either the 9th or 10th round. It was either the 8th or 9th round, but I was 1 round off. So if Triple G, I think it was the 8th round. I think I picked Triple G in the 8th round, and I think he knocked him out in the 9th round. But I was 1 round off. Shout out to Champ Ross's prediction league. I'm in that prediction league. And so the proof's in the pudding, man. My pick was already in Friday morning, and the fight came on Saturday. Well, my pick was in Thursday going into Friday, and the fight was like Saturday morning, which was crazy. But yeah, man, I think I got another one route too. I got the Sultan fight. On the I think it's on the ESPN card. But he was undefeated, first facing a guy with 2 losses, and I picked the round that he was gonna stop him in, and I got that right as well. So, oh yeah, and I picked the right round I picked the right round, you guys, in the what fight was that? The Takana fight. I picked I think it was a 8th round knockout, and I picked the 8th round. So I got 2 KO predictions right this week, you guys. I think that was pretty good. But yeah, as far as Triple G and Murata, man, it's gonna be a tough fight, man. It was a tough fight, but I'm looking at the Canelo fight now. Not to go off topic, but Murata versus Triple G. My personal opinion about the whole breakdown and about how I think, both fighters looked and how, I feel like they should go in their career. First of all, I think Triple G looked a little old. I'm gonna give, him a fair assessment. I gave him about a B+ to a B-, just because, yeah, he got the job done. Yes, he is 40, but I feel like some of those body shots that Murata was hitting him with, he looked vulnerable. I'm just gonna be honest. He was covering up a lot. He started putting his hands real low, and that really messed him up. That really messed him up. But Murata couldn't have capitalized because he didn't keep going to the body. He kind of got away from going to the body. Now, I don't know if that was because Triple G's, attack was so good, he couldn't get to the body, but I'm going to be honest, Murata looked good in spots. He did eventually get stopped and succumb to his punishment, and I believe it was the 8th round or 9th round. Yeah, no, it was the 9th round stoppage from Triple G, and he just hit him with a good shot, and Murata's body pretty much turned around, and that was it. So my personal opinion about the whole thing is I just really think that, Murata, people say he should retire. I don't think he should retire. I think he should still keep fighting. But Triple G, moving forward, I think Triple G versus Canelo will be a good fight. Some people say that they don't want to see Triple G take that much punishment. You know, they don't want to see Triple G take the punishment that he's gonna possibly be taking in the Canelo fight. You know, a lot of people are saying that that Triple G is gonna be taking a lot of punishment in this Canelo fight coming up. To be honest with you guys, I just think that Triple G, you know, he needs to work on his his counters, and he needs to work on his midsection defense. I mean, I just feel like he was vulnerable to it. You know, I feel like Canelo can definitely capitalize on, you know, him being vulnerable like that. Batman Boxing in the chat says, I thought Triple G looked old, and I think Canelo stops him. Wow. Smash that like button as soon as you guys come in, As soon as you guys come in, smash that like button. Batman Boxing says he thinks Triple G looked old, and he thinks Canelo's going to stop him. Wow. You know, with how Triple G looked and how he is going to be moving forward, I just really, truly think that Canelo Alvarez, if he can get past Bivol, you know, that's not a for sure thing. You know, that's not a for sure thing. Bivol is definitely a tough fighter. You know, Bivol, I mean, time and time again, he's came back and won. I think Bivol is a good fighter, but you have to be great to beat Canelo Alvarez. And that's just a fact. You know, that's just a fact. That's just a fact. You have to be great. You know, Batman Boxing says Canelo stops him to the body. Wow. So you think it's going to be ice season to the body of Canelo Alvarez. I mean, excuse me, to the body of Gennadiy Golovkin. So you're thinking that it's going to be a stoppage. I mean, what round? You're thinking, what are you thinking, 9, 10? Are you thinking accumulation of body attack by in the later rounds? Or do you think Canelo can get him out of there in less than 5? I mean, can Canelo Alvarez stop this 40-year-old version of Gennadiy Triple G Golovkin? Can he stop him? Can Canelo Alvarez stop him in less than 5 rounds? My personal opinion is no. But, I mean, Batman Boxing is saying that he's going to stop him, man. He is going to stop him 100%, you know. And, I mean, I feel him. You know, I feel you, Batman Boxing. But it's like one of those things. Canelo Alvarez has got to put his punches together to be able to stop him, you know. Yes, Gennadiy Golovkin did win the belt. You got to give him credit. He beat a younger, some would say stronger, some would even say faster, you know, Murata. So it's like one of those things, like, you have to give him credit, you know. But a lot of people are saying as soon, Biebs did not even wait for Gennadiy Golovkin to get his hand raised before he said, man, Canelo's going to stop him, man. Canelo's stopping Triple G. I'm like, dude, the fight's not even over yet. And you're already talking about this dude's going to get stopped like that. I'm like, damn, man. Gennadiy Golovkin did not even win the belt yet. He didn't even get, they didn't even give him the belt yet. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, this shit happened. So I'm just like, bro, that's crazy. You know, but, you know, moving forward, you guys, I think, you know, Canelo Alvarez, if he, like I said, Bivol, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people are saying, a lot of people aren't giving Bivol any credit too, man. Like, Batman, you're saying Canelo's gonna stop Triple G, but what the fuck about Bivol though, man? Bivol, you gotta understand, Bivol is a champion, bro. And he's a world-class fighter. He's got wins over big names in the amateurs. So it's just like, dude, you got to put a little bit more, people got to put a little bit more respect on Bivol's name. Or are you saying Triple G is going to just stop Bivol too? Or is it going to be do you feel like it's going to be a close, unanimous decision for Canelo Alvarez? Or could Bivol get the upset win? I'm going to be honest, man. I don't think Bivol can win on the scorecards if it's close. I just don't see Golden Boy. I didn't even say Golden Boy because Canelo's not with Golden Boy anymore. But I'm not even going to say Canelo's camp is not even going to allow him to lose a close fight like that. I just don't think so. I just think that they're going to have the judges aligned. At least one judge in Canelo's corner. Shit. If it's a close fight, don't get surprised if you see a wide scorecard, bro. Some of them Canelo scorecards be outlandish. I think one of the judges had Canelo winning the Floyd Mayweather fight, yo. That's why Floyd was like, what? And then the other two judges had it, or he had it a draw or some shit. But that's when I never forget the face that the great Floyd Mayweather made when the scorecard got read out that one of the judges had it for Canelo, or that it was a draw. He was like, what? Like, he was looking around like, you can't, because see, at that, smash that like button as soon as you guys come in too, you guys. And at that point in the fight, when they were saying the scorecards in the Canelo versus Floyd Mayweather fight, they did not read out all the scorecards yet. So Floyd Mayweather's like I think it was like the second scorecard that was a draw, or either had Canelo winning, the second judge. But Floyd was like, yo, is this ready to be a draw, or is this ready to be a decision for Canelo? Like, am I ready to get robbed? Like, a whole lot of things was going through his mind probably. But yeah, okay, so Batman Boxing has responded. He says, I think Canelo knows Triple G now, doesn't fear Triple G's power. He's been getting hit by bigger guys. Canelo will finish him. Whoa, okay. All right. Batman Boxing says, I think Bivol is Canelo's toughest test of all the guys left. Wow, you think he's gonna be a tougher test than Billy Joe Saunders was supposed to be in the build up to that fight? Or what about the Kovalev fight? That's another big guy. Batman Boxing says, if anybody beats Canelo, it's Bivol. It's Bivol. Bivol doesn't beat Canelo, nobody will. Oh, he says, if Bivol doesn't beat Canelo, nobody will. I think something different. I don't think me and you don't agree on that. I think Beterbiev is his toughest test. I think Beterbiev is a more tougher fight than Bivol. I think Bivol is a good fighter, but even Bivol didn't want that smoke with Beterbiev, Beterbiev wanted all champions. He wanted all the belts. He's always wanted to be undisputed at 175 pounds. And, I think he's going to get one step closer by beating Joe Smith Jr. coming up. That's a big fight in the light heavyweight division, which is a division that Canelo Alvarez is campaigning at right now. So yeah. Batman Boxing says one of the judges had Canelo a draw versus Floyd. I told you, bruh. I told you, man. He says, I don't know how they had Lubin up on the scorecard Saturday. No way possible. Wow. Oh, yeah, on that Fedor fight. Yeah, right. That was crazy, bro. That was crazy. They had Fedor losing on all three scorecards leading up into that 9th round stoppage. Erickson Lubin's trainer, Cunningham, seen Lubin's face and was just like, soon as he came back to the corner, I looked right in the eyes of Cunningham. And Cunningham looked at Lubin's face and said, no. Like, no, I am not letting this guy take any more punishment. It was a look of, I have to save my fighter type look. That was the look that the coach, the head coach of Erickson Lubin, the Hammer Lubin, right? Hammer now. Okay? And after Fundora had hammered the Hammer, quote unquote, I mean, it was pretty much hammer time over. Cunningham said no more. Even though I feel like Lubin did a little bit better in the 8th round than he did in some of the other earlier rounds by getting hit. But his face at that point had got out of control. And I looked over the fight again, and it was around number 7, I believe. It was the same round that Lubin got the knockdown in that he got fucked up that first beginning of that fight. The first couple, I say the first minute or two of that Lubin versus Fundora fight. The first minute or two in the 7th round is when Lubin started getting busted up. And I'm talking about busted up bad, man. And I just think that pretty much, the indentation in his nose, like almost to his forehead where it was like some type of contusion or something, that had got so big that he couldn't really, like, he might have mentally could go through it, but his coach wouldn't allow him to, if you understand what I'm saying. Batman Boy says, I don't think, but Force Bears Canelo. Better Beef is 38 and doesn't move his head at all. Okay, Batman Boxing says, Bivol is the only fighter that has a mixture of everything. That's why I think Bivol is the best test. You can't show Canelo the same look all night because eventually he will set those traps. You're right. You're 100% right, bro. You're 100% right about that. He does set traps. Canelo does set traps. Canelo Alvarez does set traps. But you got to understand that Bivol set traps too. Bivol is a good fighter, and I really think that Canelo will get pushed in this Bivol versus Canelo fight. You guys smash that like button as soon as you guys come in. Let's get these likes up. Let's get these likes up. Boom, 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 boom. So yeah, get these likes up, man. So yeah, but yeah, man, I think Bivol, is a tough test. I think Bivol is definitely a tough test. A lot of people are already looking past Bivol, and they're already looking for the Triple G, which is all the way down at 160, which he fought at he fought Murata at 160. Canelo is fighting at 175. 15-pound weight difference, okay? Yes, I believe it's in the contract for Canelo to go back down to 160. But I'm going to be honest, you guys. That has to affect the fighter after a while. All of that up and down, fluctuating in weight. And this is muscle that he's cutting back, okay? He's up to 175, so that means he's walking around at close there, I would say about 190, and boiling down to 175. Okay? Now you're telling him to go from 190 to 175 now to 160? Like, bro, when's enough, man? I don't know how good. I don't know. I don't know. And even if he does, let me see. Batman Boxing in the chat, salute. He says, no, that's what I'm saying. Bivol has a mixture of everything. He says, that's why I think he's the best test. Better Beef shows the same look all night. Canelo will set those traps. Okay. And Triple G is coming to 168. Oh, so you said he's coming to 168. Okay. Wow. So, I mean, yeah. So, to sum it up, you guys, to sum it all up, Canelo Alvarez, has a tough test in front of him against Bivol. There's no two ways about it. He has a tough test coming up. And I just really, truly want to see how this fight goes, I think Bivol, is a tough test, you know? I think he is. And I want to see if Canelo can handle a true 175 pounder, you know? And Sergey Kovalev is a good, 175 pounder, but he was out of his prime. You know, I feel like Bivol is more closer to his prime than Sergey was. Especially it's bad when you got talks of Logan Paul possibly fighting. You know, you got Logan Paul possibly fighting Sergey Kovalev. That's bad. That's bad. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Please smash the hell out of that like button, you guys. And until next time, you guys. Peace.